What's up, YouTubers, one and all? My name is Fatelid1987, and today we'll be taking a look at Transformers Series Leader Class Grindor and Ravage, because Ravage is actually connected inside the damn thing. And before we start, yes, this is in fact his backdrop. I honestly count Grindor as my Blackout. I'm not joking. I do like him as my Blackout. I'm not gonna lie. Which is why I have a little Scorponok Legends class on the way. Which, yes, that is actually going to be the very old 2007, which is 15 years ago. All-Spark Battles, Clunker Bumblebee, and Scorponok 2-pack. Legends 2-pack. So, you will be seeing a review of that soon. But for the time being, this is what we're gonna get. This is the instruction book manual, and this guy is the exact same number of steps as Blackout. He's complex. He could be my most complex figure yet. Of course, that's gonna change when I get something else. It's a special surprise and might as well be my final video before I decide to try to do something different. As you can see, I'm just trying to show you all the steps. So, there it is. And Ravage does scale nicely with the sound wave, which I do not have. His blades can, in fact, spin. Let's start with that right now. They can spin. They do not close up when in robot mode because they are actually used as his propellers, which I kind of don't like that. I really wish it was like those big spinning things, but take it as you will. Then you got his big ass rotors. Which, they do spin well, I'm not gonna lie. Notice how not everything is tabbed? That's gonna be a major issue when it comes to this toy, is that this will refuse to tab, at least on my copy. If you ever find out how to tab it, please let me know. And then we got little Ravage from Avenge the Fallen on the bottom. I'm going to snap them off. And we're going to put Grindor to this Blackout to the side. Grindor, Blackout, whatever the hell you want. So we're just going to angle these out. This guy doesn't really transform. He does have a lot of tail movement though. The tail movement. That's his only articulation with the head. Head has no movement. But this is Ravage. I kind of like it in truth. Although it is more articulated than, unfortunately, Soundwave, 51 Soundwave with Laserbeak. Yeah. I don't, it's kind of odd. And comparing to a core class, he is small. He's a small boy. And speaking of comparing, let's do it right now. While we're at it. This guy just doesn't want to stand. What the fuck? So we got that. Then we're going to get in Bumblebee. Which is my next review. My next re-release review. Let's get in Megatron. Curly. This guy is the biggest figure right now. I'm going to say this right now. He's the biggest figure I own. And unfortunately, because of Sue's series, that's going to stay the same. Because I don't have any other leader classes, unfortunately. And I'm not going to get SS-73 because that's just no. I'm not into 86, guys. Really not. But if I'm totally being honest, there are some leader classes I do see are remaining. But it's like pointless to get like, I mean, sure, maybe it'll be good to get all the versions of Megatron and just line them up like so, but it is what it is. And not to mention, we only got one leader class that is a Constructicon that I also want. We got the regular Blackout, which is useless because we got this guy. And then everything else is unfortunately overpriced. So in reality, we don't got much to choose from. So this is the only leader class we're gonna get. I mean, I would like to get Megatron, don't get me wrong. The leader class one, because the Dark of the Moon's my favorite in a lot of ways. And of course, this is my favorite scene from Revenge of the Fallen, the forest fight. It's everyone's favorite scene, unanimously, for once. For once, it's everyone's favorite scene. Well, except the people that don't want Prime to die. So, we're going to scoot this off the side. And now we're going to start transformation. So, first thing you want to do, you want to come back here. You want to wiggle this out until you get the tail rotor out, like so. Fold it down. That's transformation for that. Leave it to the side. Yes, there's part forming. I don't give a fuck. My thing is, keep this like this, actually. Don't fold these in just yet. Keep it like this. You're going to first come around here, and you're going to angle this out like so. What the fuck is keeping this thing from folding out? The fuck? Alright, that's better. So now you're going to take these parts, and you're going to... Okay, maybe it is best if we start, where is it? Maybe it's best we do that now. You know what? Let's grab it. So, you're going to take these parts, and you're going to fold them out like so. They just rest there in robot mode. That's it. They don't really clip anywhere. So, now you're going to get these two parts. Just bring them all the way back for now. This is where it's going to get a lot tricky. So I say first we focus on the head. Well, that's like not yet. You're going to come around here and just detach all that. Repeat on the same side. These are the so-called butterfly joints. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to take this out, rotate. You got this tab here is going to slot into this hole. It doesn't exactly fit all the way. Then you're going to take this part and you're going to take it down. And you're going to angle it out and bring all the way back. These two tabs should fit in there. But they just sit there. They don't really tab in fully. That's one of my main nitpicks about this toy. So, bring the arm out. You're going to take this part. Bring the hand out. Like so. Make sure it is... Make sure you bring the hand out, which it does have nice articulation, I'm not going to lie. Make sure it is facing this way, and just make sure the hand is facing like that. Before you come around here, you got this hole here, is going to tab into there, and that just kind of locks that into place. Repeat the same on the other side. Fold this out, be careful. That's going to slot there. This is going to come all the way down, angle, and just snug into place, like so. Bring the hand out. I'm going to need to back up the camera a bit, my god. Bring these together. Turn the arm around. Lay out the hand. Then you got the arms all done. Now this is the most tricky part. You're going to take this little bit, and this is all just going to take off. This is all going to come off entirely. Now what's going to happen with this is that you're going to angle these all the way down like so, where this just collapses on this part. Then you're going to bring it up, but not yet. Not yet. So you're going to bring the wheel... Shit, that was like all off camera. What the fuck? So you're going to angle these legs until they reach that part. Then you're going to push this up like so. You can come around and open the window now. Bring it all the way back. Bring this down. That's going to be important. And then you can just push this up, in which, once you hear a click, the head is popped up. This you're going to angle all the way down until it just closes in there. And then you're going to get this part. You got this little hole right here. You're going to tap into there. This guy's big. And then you just actually push this part down. That's actually going to lock into place, believe it or not. Now let's work on the back. Also, make sure you fold the gear down so that it's better work. So, you're going to fold this down. Like so. And come around here. You're going to arch this up. At the same time, you're going to move these out of the way because they will be needed in a moment for a part of transformation. And at the same time, you're going to unhook this, bring this all the way up, like so. I'm going to fold the legs like this for a moment so you can see better. So, you got this tab right here. You're going to need to angle this, and it's just going to sit there. This is just gonna wrap around, and that's gonna kind of lock into place. And that's just gonna sit there. And now we can work on the legs. I got terrible camera angling, I'm sorry. But hey, at least it's better and more clearer, and I actually learned a freaking transformation instead of doing it all for the first time and spending 15 minutes. So, angle all that down. You're going to bring the wheel all the way up on both sides. Make sure you turn the legs to where this part is facing. This part I really do like, part transformation. These parts here. You're going to push it up until that stays in place. Repeat the same side of the process. You're going to pull this out, turn it around, and you're just going to lock it all back into place. And it's all going to tap in there, like so. Repeat the same on the side. Lock it all. Unplug, lock it all, and just make sure it's like that. The final thing of the transformation is quite simply just cleaning up the back of it. Which all you need to do for this part is you're going to angle this down. Angle this down. At the same time, you also need to get the shoulders like that. Once you got it all straightened out, there's Grindor in his robot mode. I'm not gonna lie, I do like the figure. I really do. I really do like Grindor. The only problem I have is honestly too much tabbing, especially when going to vehicle mode. Like that little, like this, these two parts right here, they do not connect in vehicle mode. The arms are a bit wobbly, I do admit, but he is a good figure. I'm not gonna lie. Grindor / Blackout is a really good figure. He's the same mold, same exact mold as Blackout, except he has articulated hands. So I guess you could say, if you just got Grindor, you can just slap a 4500X sticker on the tail and call it Grindor, and call it Blackout. And that's what I'm doing, actually. I'm actually calling this guy Blackout because fuck you. So, weapons, he does have one, and that is his blade. You can attach this like so to create a cannon, or you can attach it like, or you can actually attach it, shit, like so, to create a blade of some sort. Of course, it will not spin because you got a lot in the way. I really wish they did something better. Or you can also do this for the blade, which honestly works way better, but it's not exactly accurate. Turning to the head, you got a good noggin there, not gonna lie. He's got a good head on him, on his shoulders, I'm not gonna lie. So, let's bring out some size comparisons. First up, we're gonna get little Ravage here. Yeah, this is small. Let's bring in a human Sandwich Wiki. Also small. When it comes to core class, let's just, honestly, core class, if you got something like a Commander class Optimus, that works for this scene, because you can easily do this. Well, I mean, that was a complete fail on camera, but basically, what you're doing with this is ripping his face off. Which literally is part of his bio, I'm not gonna lie. Which, that's also the reason why I'm keeping the other videos on YouTube. Because, because there are some parts there that are not there or are not gonna be here on this video. Because the boxes are gone. So, all that fun stuff, you saw the boxes, gone. Yeah. I might edit this later to include that. I don't know. But, see here. Voyager class. The only one we got online right now. At the same time, let me quickly transform Megatron. But, I'll probably do that off screen, maybe. There's Blackout compared to Blackout compared to Wheeljack. And since he's the tallest figure, he definitely can't trump Devastator. This is Legends class Devastator. I do like it, I really do. Legends class Devastator actually, one, it's a bit broken. Two, I don't need to redo the video, like I said. This one I definitely need to, because that last one took 50 minutes. This is taking thankfully half the time. So I should be probably done with this in the next 10 minutes or so. Articulation, let's get it over with. Ball joint, doesn't do 360, can go up and down. Arms can go up and down like this. 360. Make sure that works. 360. Elbow movement. Hands are not only on a swivel, but they also are on a freaking... They got joints. They got joints, people. The hands are on joints, and I like that. This is not a butterfly. That's not a butterfly thing. Arms can go up and down like that. It cannot go 360. As for the legs, they got a beautiful spread. 360 rotation at the thigh. Leg movement. Double hinge leg movement. You got this part, which is obviously for transformation. And you even got an ankle pivot. That's something incredible. That's something incredible. Now, to transform this guy is going to be a bit tricky. I should have known this video was going to be long because, of course, it's a leader class. First, you want to do, straighten all this out. And just straighten this out as well. And fold this out. Then just angle all this up and over. And just let it sit there. Make sure all these are straightened out and just push them to the side. That's going to come for later. Now we're going to work on the legs. The legs, you're going to fold like so. You're going to unhinge from this part, swivel it around, and you're going to slide it back into place. Bring the wheels all the way out, and take that, bring it like so. Same thing on the other side. Honestly, I would really like to get the Masterpiece Blackout, but I think that would be, like, first, way too big for my camera, because I only got a water bottle that surprisingly has enough strength to hold this shit, hold my camera. Not to mention, my camera is my phone, not an actual camera. So, you're going to bring your legs like that. Then you're going to need to unhook this tab. That's going to unlock this part. And what's going to happen here is that you're going to fold this down, and these legs are going to fold completely down. They're going to click a lot. These do not tab in. However, you do have this tab here. This hole here. It should tab into this part of the blades. Which, there's no real sign to show if it has done that or not. Because they don't really close in well. But this is where you can actually start tabbing a lot of things and just bring it all out to the side. You got a lot of tabs to do. All of these got holes underneath. And what you're going to do simply is tab all of them in. Like so. It is best to do the legs first, in my opinion. So repeat the same process on the other side. Make sure that all of them go in a tab, go in a hole, and not somewhere off the grid of the transformation. I was practicing this guy last night for this morning's review, and I surprisingly did the transformation well. So there's that part done. Now what you need to do, you can actually now bring this rod up. You can bring the entire front of the helicopter up, push the head down, and you can make sure it's all the way down. Bring out the landing gear if you haven't already, and just close the window. So now is the tricky part, and that is pretty much the most trickiest part of transformation, unfortunately, is tabbing in the arms. So you're first going to need to bring this all the way back. Make sure you have clearance down here, because that's going to be needed. This clearance here is going to be needed for that part. So you're going to need to first close up the fist so it makes that form. You're going to need to open up the back side. Come around here, open up the back, and you're just going to need to push the fist in. That's going to stay there, because now you're going to need to, you got this little tab and this big tab. All this is just going to snap into place. At the same time, you got this tab right here and this little hole. This is all going to snap into place. This is where you can fold it like this. Like I said, this part is tricky. It's what we call tabbing nightmare. But it doesn't have to be. Really, it doesn't. So you can tab this right here. Unfortunately, it takes a little bit of fiddling to get it past this part of the transformation. But once you have it, you got a lot of slots here. You can easily just slide it in, like so. And that is a whole arm done. Repeat the same side on the exact same, on the other side. And since you're pushing the head up, you might as well just unhook that, push it all the way down, lock it in place. So let's repeat the same side. You got the process. Turn the arm, make sure it's open all the way. Come back here, turn to a fist. I think some part of the transformation was skipped a bit because I think my camera cut out, but I'll check in a moment. Probably after this review is over. So you're gonna bring all this up. You're gonna push it, lock all that in place. This is gonna be the other side of the helicopter. Bring it all the way down. And this is just going to clip into place like so. Make sure the other side is the same. Make sure nothing is falling off. Because this guy does tend to fall out a lot when it comes to transformation. Like some of his tabs just won't stick. Not unless you force him to or something. But once you have it all situated, honestly, the final part is this heckish part. This is supposed to come down and tab together, but it doesn't tab at all, sadly. Okay, hold up. Give me a moment. Okay, so you got all that. This, unfortunately, does not tab in well. I was very lucky to get it, but basically what this is, you're going to fold all this together. That, sadly, does not tab in very well, at least on my copy. Let me know about your copies. Not a lot fully tabs in correctly, but it is what it is. You're going to fold all these until you hear a click. You're going to spread the blades out. And finally, take the tailpiece, flip it up, and just wiggle it in. Might need to bend the tail. And once you have all that situated, get everything nice and snug. There you have Grindor / Blackout in his vehicle mode. The Sikorsky CH-50, not CH-53. I mean, this is technically just the Sikorsky Pavlo, not the Sikorsky CH-53 Super Chopper that I was going to talk about, which is actually his actual alt mode in the movie. Now, turning our attention to this, he can be stored. How? Well, first, fold all these up, all the way, give him clearance. You got on the back of him, oh, and this also tabs inside of robot mode as well. I forgot to mention that. But you got this big tab, this tab right here. You got this hole. You're going to orient it as much as possible, and he's just going to slide in there. Hard to do it on camera because I unfortunately detapped something. What's basically happening is you're going to push it there. That's it. There he is, all nice and snug. So there is Blackout / Grindor. Honestly, my preference is Blackout because I love Blackout. I really do. One of my favorite OG Decepticons. Not only that, but also the first live-action Transformer to appear on the screen. Fun fact for you guys, did you know that he used to be Soundwave before they changed the script or something? I don't know. But that's all for this review. Next review is going to be the Deluxe Class 74 Bumblebee with Sam. And I got some extra things for him as well. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and as always, till all one. Something quick I forgot when I was doing Blackout's review. You can actually do something similar to the 07 game. First we get to do is take this and just bring it down for now. Bring all this out. Bring his blades out. Angle like so. Just make sure this is all flush. And you can basically have it like that 07 game where he is flying with the blades before he makes a big stomp. That's basically what this is.